at our favorite Woodbine, and we kind of got owned this last hand. And let me walk over to my little picnic table, and we'll talk about it. Sad, sad, sad day. We started the hand with $500, so 100 big blinds, and what ended up happening was under the gun, which is a pretty strong regular, not over the top or too crazy or anything. He doesn't get out of line all the time, or really any of the time. And anyways, he opens up to 16 bucks, which is fairly weak. There's kind of a little bit of a sizing tell there. And I figure, I got 9-7 of diamonds, and kind of a recreational player that plays here and there. We've played with, I think, maybe once or twice, not too often, but I haven't seen him get too crazy or out of line. So anyways, we end up calling, and it folds around to the small blind, who also completes. And now we got under the gun +1, myself, and the small blind, all to the flop. All right, so we take a flop, and the flop comes 10, Jack, 4, with a 4 diamonds, and there's 1 diamond. All right, 4 diamonds. So now that gives us a backdoor flush. It checks through to the under the gun +2, and he bets 36. So I don't know, what can we make of this bet? He could have any jack. Maybe he's feeler betting a 10. So many other things that he could have. He got king queen, maybe throwing out a little feeler bet, and trying to pump up the pot, or kind of take it down with a semi bluff. Anyways, there's a wide range of hands that I feel he's going to bet on this flop, and we do have outs on the turn. We can pick up a flush draw where we can be aggressive. We can pick up our gut shot to make a straight. And anyways, we decide to call 36 and play in position. Hopefully try to take the pot down on a later street. And now the small blind calls 2, and the original raiser folds. So we're at the turn. Turn is Queen of Spades, and it kind of hits a lot of cards there on the turn. A lot of hands that the under the gun +2 C betting, I think. And it does hit the gut shot, because it hits ace king, which I think is unlikely in anybody's range, although pretty possible, but unlikely. I think there's going to be a 3-bet pre-flop, and it also hits king 9, but we do have a 9 in our hand, so we're kind of blocking the king 9s. Don't think that too many king 9s. 8-9 makes a straight, so there's definitely a possibility for 8-9, but again, we have the 9 blocker, so we're blocking 8-9. We're 1 card away from 8-9, guys. Pretty good chance to turn this hand into a bluff here, and we take the opportunity when everybody checks to us. So we went 97, and the small blind thinks a little bit, maybe 15 seconds, and he folds. And now the under the gun 2, who c-bet the flop, check the turn, now calls us. And the river is a 7. And it's another 7 of spades. So the board is still rainbow at this point. But we hit our pair. Obviously our pair I don't think is any good. So we pretty much have to bet here on the river to win the pot. And our opponent checks. And we decide to go for it. We have $360 left, and the pot is about $360. So it doesn't make sense to ship there on the river. I think that if we ship, or if we bet about 70% pot, 3/4, 2/3, anywhere in that range, I think we're going to get the same effect as shipping. So I think he's probably gonna have the same calling hands. He's pretty inelastic on the bet. So anyways, we decide to bet 249 or 248, make it look value-ish. and expect a hand like a queen to fold. I expect a hand like any jack to fold. Maybe a hand like jack 9, king jack, a bunch of queens, and who knows, sometimes a 2-pair hand might fold. I mean, what else is he beating there on the river? Anyways, so we make the play, and we're obviously trying to represent 8-9. We're four-handed, right? Pre-flop, and we're four-handed on the flop. I mean, he's got to figure that one of us has to have potentially 8-9, and if he doesn't have any blockers of those combinations, then I think that he's most likely going to be inclined to folding. Anyways, he thinks, and he calls, but he calls with 10 jack. And he's like, I put you on ace queen, and he beats ace queen, so he calls with 10 jack, and he scoops it. Hey, we tried, didn't win that one, but you know, I'm not really trying to fold out 2-pair there. I'm pretty much trying to fold out a queen that paired or a jack, which I think gets the fold. So all in all, I think a wide of his range is folding on the river. So, you know, can't really blame myself for doing it. But anyways, would have been nice if it worked out.
Sometimes I'm shoving when we miss, and then he calls, man, it's painful, oh yeah, come on.